The playground of princes and celebrities, and also one of the Côte d'Azur's handsomest destinations, Monaco is the perfect place to indulge your decadent side. 3 days gives you enough time to see highlights like the Monte Carlo Casino and Princess Palace, and also head to the French Riviera. Hi, I am Kev, and in this video we are going to talk about Monaco. Here is a dream itinerary for 3 days in Monaco. Starting with day 1. One of the world's smallest countries, Petite Monaco, is easy to explore. Dedicate your first day in the Principality to visiting its key attractions. Start your morning with a hop-on hop-off bus tour to orient yourself in the city. And head to the upper deck for the best views of the Monaco Cathedral, where Prince Rainier III married Grace Kelly, the Monte Carlo Casino, the Princess Palace, and more. After lunch, jet off on a luxury yacht tour. Travel like the locals do and see Monaco from the water's edge, as well as nearby attractions like Bullius-sur-Mer and Menton. If the weather is fine, you can even go for a dip in the Mediterranean's turquoise waters. In the evening, wind down with an amble along Larvotto Beach, or for a particularly memorable conclusion to the day, take to the skies on a sunset helicopter tour of the Riviera. The afternoon. When time permits, visit Monte Carlo, which is the historical center of Monaco. The Formula 1 Grand Prix in May attract many tourists. I've also been there, and it's crazy how many luxury cars there are during F1. The cultural atmosphere of Monte Carlo is also unforgettable. The Monte Carlo Opera House, built in 1879, is luxurious and one of the most famous concert halls in Europe. It puts on high quality repertoires from January to April every year. The Monte Carlo International Circus Festival is also world renowned. The evening. Looking for a bed nearby after finishing your journey at Monte Carlo? Hotel de Paris or Fairmont Hotel is one of your top choices. Day number 2. Monaco Port. The Port of Monaco is a large port in Monaco, consisting of Hercules Port and Fontvale Port. Hercules Port is one of the few deep water ports in Monaco. It was originally used for the trade between the Greeks and Romans. Because of the disadvantage of being difficult to avoid the east wind, it was rebuilt in the early 20th century. Now the port of Hercules is busy and ships come and go from morning to night without stopping, and the number of berths in the port has reached about 700. Fontvale Port is a new port. 50 years ago it was a desolate place. The development of the economy has made it prosperous. Compared with the commercial use of Port Hercules, Fontvale Port is more inclined to tourists. Now, Fontvale Port can accommodate 275 ships. Afternoon. Ramp Major nearby is the top choice before you leave Monaco Port and hit the road. Evening. After visiting the glorious Ramp Major, Hotel Metropole Monte Carlo nearby is the best place to stay. Day 3. Tempting as it may be to continue lounging in the lap of luxury Monaco, you should use your last day to see some of the many French Riviera destinations accessible from the city. Nice, considered the de facto capital of the Côte d'Azur, is a popular option. When traffic is good, it's less than 30 minutes away. Visit the city's cultural highlights like the Matisse Museum or Marc Chagall National Museum. Alternatively, pick a guided tour that fits multiple French Riviera destinations into a single day. And round out your trip in star-studded Cannes, lavender-sanded grass, ultra-luxurious Antibes, hilltop ease, and other Mediterranean hotspots. This small city-state provides masses of European charm, a luxurious vibe, stunning cliffside views, and just the right amount of fun. It is also an excellent jumping off point to explore other spots on the Côte d'Azur. You can easily drive to the medieval town of Ise, explore Nice, or stop off in Saint-Tropez. As you depart Monaco, 3 days will leave you with a kaleidoscope of memories. The thrill of the casino, the grandeur of the palace, and the endless azure embrace of the Mediterranean. You'll return home not just refreshed, but with a touch of Monaco's magic clinging to you, a reminder that a dash of luxury and adventure can be the perfect recipe for an unforgettable getaway. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Bye bye!